Turning back now to the children we talked about being held by terrorists in Gaza. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan today saying the U.S. is working around the clock to free all the hostages. Says at least 9 Americans and 1 green card holder are known to be missing. But he says we don't know how many Americans are actually still alive.
And I cannot look him in the eye and tell you how many of those hostages are still alive. We do have information, and I'll be careful about how I characterize that, about some of the hostages and a notion that there are a substantial number of hostages who are not just alive, but who could potentially be part of a hostage release. But I couldn't give you a number of exactly how many Americans would be included in that.
So NewsNation's Robert Sherman now reporting live once again tonight from Tel Aviv. I know Israel's military, they put out these videos on a daily basis, Robert. There was one today of a children's hospital where hostages are allegedly being held. I mean, bring us up to speed on what we saw there.
Yeah, the IDF has been saying for weeks that they believe the center of Hamas's operations are in Al-Shifa Hospital, or more pointedly, underneath that hospital. And they've also been saying for weeks that Hamas uses hospitals in order to carry out terror attacks, potentially hold hostages, stockpile weapons. This is what they say they found in another hospital in Gaza. Take a look at this.
Now you can see the tunnel. You can see the tunnel. The tunnel is let down more than 20 meters down. The rowboat found a door that is bulletproof. It's explosives proof. Look at what Hamas is holding inside the hospital. I want you to understand, this kind of gear is a gear for a major fight. These are explosives. These are vests with explosives. Yeah, it's a body vest for terrorists to explode on forces. Among hospitals, among patients, we have hand grenades, Kalashnikovs, and then we have the RPGs. We find the chair, a woman, clothes, and a rope next to the legs. And look above this, look above it. It's a baby bottle. It's a baby bottle in a basement, above a World Health Organization sign. This is a suspicion for an area where hostages were being held.
So to be clear, that's not Al-Shifa Hospital. That's another hospital about 6 miles away or so within the Gaza Strip. But that's what they said they found in that one hospital there. As we're expecting a lot of this fighting to intensify in the next couple of days, the IDF says that it's going to be a difficult few days ahead as they fight at the heart of Gaza City. But that's what they think they're going to see in some of these other locations down the road, Connell.
Well, to your point, Al-Shifa Hospital, that large hospital in Gaza, has really been a point where there's been a lot of fighting in and around. It's been a real point of focus here the last few days. I know President Biden has stressed that hospitals in general need to be protected. So that hospital in particular, Al-Shifa Hospital, what can you tell us about what's been happening? I know there's been some dispute, but what's been happening in and around there?
Yeah, I mean, there have been calls for weeks at this point about concerns about a lack of fuel in the Gaza Strip and how it would effectively cripple these hospitals and their ability to do anything. Well, Al-Shifa Hospital does not have any fuel right now. And you see some of these images that are coming out of this hospital as doctors are stitching patients, like this video that you see right here. That's a cell phone light that they're using in order to carry out that stitching that's taking place there. You've also seen videos of babies being taken off of incubators because there's no fuel, and because there's no fuel, there's no power. The IDF says that they attempted to deliver fuel to Al-Shifa Hospital last night, 300 liters worth. That's about 80 gallons of fuel. But they claimed that Hamas would not allow the hospital to receive it. Hamas pushes back on all of this and says that they did not deny the access of that fuel, and even so, 80 gallons wouldn't really do much at the end of the day at that hospital. Either way, I mean, you take the talking points from Hamas and what the IDF is having to say. For the patients that are inside of that hospital, it is a quickly deteriorating situation, which is why all these aid groups say that they feel as though the health system within the Gaza Strip is on the verge of collapsing. Connell.
Yeah, those pictures certainly show us that. Robert Sherman live tonight in Tel Aviv. Thank you, Robert.
Thanks. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.